Hi everybody, welcome to my crochet nook. My name's Linda, and at the request of quite a few of my lovely yarny friends out there, this video is about how I arrange my whips, organise myself, how I'm very much into time management as well, which is all transferred from my role as a PA in research department in a children's hospital here in the UK. So everything has kind of transferred across in the way how I personally organise my day, organise my whips and that. And if you can take something from how I arrange my days and my how I organise my whips, then, you know, please feel free to do so. Towards the end of last year, Ursula OM Granny Square and I usually go, well, I'm on her lives on a Monday and a Friday, and she joins me. And because I've done so many projects and I get so many projects done, I mean, last year, well, this year, to be honest, this year I've done 80 projects. I didn't realise I'd done so many, and you know, kind of, I'm not kind of telling you how to do, how you organise. We are all different, which makes us unique, and I'm sure there's lots of you out there who do a lot more than I do. But at the request of quite a few of my yarny friends from all over the world, and who have asked me to do this video, this is why I'm doing it. This is for all of my lovely yarny friends, and I hope it helps someone. And as I've always said when I started my channel, that if I can inspire just one person, one video, I've done my job. I've done what I've set out to do in all my videos. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn you around and show you where where my whips are organised, and then I will sit over there and I'll go through each of the whips. Well, not each of, well, maybe not each of them, but I just want to give you a general idea on how I organise myself. I hope you enjoy it. So grab yourself a coffee or whatever beverage you like to drink, sit back and enjoy. It might be a little bit long, but I hope you enjoy it. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've got metal cubes here, and there's 6 cubes, and this is where I organise. I have my whips all organised, and I'm going to go and sit by them, and then I'll talk you through each one. So as I've shown you, I have them all organised. Most important thing that I'm decided to do for next year is to have project planners. So this one here is by Laura at Crojo Corner, and I'll put a link for this in the description box below. And I'm going to use this for the Sock It To Me challenge that I'm doing with Kim from Kim Crochets and Knits. I'll put her link below as well. And yes, and then the Yarny Fibre Sisters, which consists of Melissa, Jeannie and V. They're doing a calendar challenge, and for my challenge for the calendar, I'm going to do beanies, and I then plan all them beanies, then I will give to the homeless here in my hometown here in the UK. So this is going to be used for them, for the socks and for the beanies and other projects as well that I do throughout the year. So I've got this one, I also bought this one, and again this is off Amazon, and I'm going to use this for my Brigger projects, and there's up to 12, and I've bought myself 2 of these. Now for my knitting, I bought myself this knitting bag, and in the bag I have a notions bag, a notions pouch, and in my notions pouch I'm sure I have a nail file, I have a hand cream, I have a little tube for my tapestry needles, I have just a few of my knitting stitch markers, but I do have others. I have toppers to go on the top of my knitting needles so that my stitches don't fall off. I have a pair of scissors. Oh, I've got a Christmas tree. A tape measure. And because this particular project that I'm going to be doing, I have the travelling bead kit, which is hooks, mini hooks to put the beads, mini crochet hooks to help me put the beads on my knitting, because this particular project is a wrap. And oh, where's that gone? I'll have to find it in a minute. Never mind. I plan to put beads on this project, and also the beads, but the beads are elsewhere at the moment. In fact, I'm waiting for them to come. I have my pattern book, which I'm with the pattern on. I also have, well, I did have, I have pen and paper, my needles, and of course I have the yarn as well. And inside that, and oh, here, and I have this as well. This is kind of like an extra little notions that I have in there. So yeah, I also have some hand wipes, not in all of them but in some of them. And I usually, when I'm when I'm traveling or whatever, I usually always make sure I have hand wipes in the bag too. Because you know your hands sometimes can get sweaty and that, so that's what I have in my knitting bag. And all my projects, I've got 6 projects, well no, 5 projects sorted. I'm still waiting for the calendar to come, so that's that. And as you can see, in each bag there is a notions bag. There are the yarn, and in this case I'm designing my own Aran sweater. So I've got everything's ready here for me to make a start on the Aran sweater. And I've also got my book, which I've started writing the pattern and getting things organised and that. So that goes in here and that. For my, I have baskets. Oh, come on. So again, I've got my notion bag, and this is going to be my temperature blanket. So I've already organised the date and the temperature and then underneath I've done a little chart for the colours and what the temperatures are. And then all the yarn, then what I've done is, for whatever the colours that I've decided for the temperatures, as you can see, I've labelled them. So I know when I come to, say, January, is the temperature for 1st of January is 57. So that is this one. So I'll start the temperature blanket. In fact, I'm going to start the temperature blanket with this grey, and this grey is going to be between each one. So that I'll start the temperature blanket with this, and then January the 1st is 57, then the 2nd is 59. So I'll move on to this colour and just work my way through it. But I've already done all the prep work for it, and I think that's the key really, is to preparation. The more you can prepare for a project, the better it is for yourself. Well, I find it for me anyway. And again, I've got all my notions in here. My I'm doing Tunisian, so I've got my Tunisian hook. My Tunisian, I've got stitch markers, tape measure, scissors, all the usual that you usually have. And if you have something in your notions bag that I've not got, I'd be really interested to know. And that, so yeah, so that's that one, all prepped, all ready to go. The next one is and this is for the challenges, guys. I've decided, I've got 4 challenges that I'm doing this year. The next one I'm doing is, I've never done a mosaic blanket before. I've done lots of practice bases and that. So I've printed off the pattern, and I've got to then now decide, read it. I've read it once, but I like to read the pattern again. I got this for myself so I can I've got somewhere to put the graph that I've got to follow for the mosaic, because you know mosaic is following a graph. So I've got that. I've got the yarn already in the basket, not all the yarn because there's too much yarn that I'm going to go through. So yeah, so each thing is different. Like this, for this little notions bag, which I got from Bramblewood here in Warrington, which I'm hoping at some point this year to make contact with the lady and see if I can go and see her and that. And I've got it's got pockets in, so I've got all my little notions, like my little stitch markers, my snips, which these are brilliant. Look at them, guys. You just snip, but it's in a nice little cover, a tape measure, and that, and then I've got the yarn. And I've got this for put my circular needles in. So yeah, guys, that's really it. I think it's preparation. Preparation is really key. I have to show you this. Isn't this flipping cute? Linda's socks in progress. So again, I've got my needles in here, I've got a notions pouch, and again I've got the yarn. So I think and then I've got this one, which is just empty because I've not decided yet that's that's going to be for my hats, I think. Yes, that's going to be for the hat challenge. So that's just there, ready and waiting. But for me, it's preparation. The more time you spend on prepping, the easier the project goes for me personally. And I'm really excited for what 2022 will bring. I'm just so excited. There's so many things kind of, I've got the sock challenge with Kim. I'm doing the Yarny Fibre Sisters challenge, calendar challenge, and then the challenges itself. I've got 2 blankets. This year I plan, well, next year, I keep saying this year, next year I plan on writing patterns. I've got this knitted pattern that I've made a start on, and I'm hoping that will be available in Ravelry with a hyperlink to the actual tutorial about maybe the end of March, say I'll say April, so I'm not panicking, so to speak. And then the top down crocheted, I want to do a pattern for that too. So yeah, so I've got quite a lot of plans in the works that I'm hoping to achieve next year. I hope this in some way has helped one person. If you've got any ideas or any hints and tips that you'd like to share with me, I'd be so grateful. But this is just how I do it. I mean, and through the day, I like to work on 2 projects a day. I like to have, especially when I'm on Ursula's Live, I like to do something that I don't need to concentrate on. And so kind of the socks, or I'm in the process of doing, you know, things that I don't need to concentrate on. Sorry guys, I've lost the train of thought then. I've lost the train of thought. It happens, doesn't it? I think the older we get, the more it happens. But yeah, so kind of if I'm on people's lives, I like to do something that's easy, that I don't need to concentrate on. And the same when I'm watching television, I like to have something that I don't need to concentrate on, but I can still work at. And up here in my crochet nook, I kind of do the more intricate, concentrate more, because it's nice and quiet up here, unless I'm watching people's lives or catching up on videos and the such. But yeah, so yeah, I kind of manage my day like that as well. And I think, you know, and I appreciate not everybody's retired, and you know, a lot of us have to go to work to support the family and that. But I'm at that age now where I'm very lucky that, you know, I'm retired and I can stay at home. I still have commitments, you know, my dad and my walking, and because that's a big part of my life too, my walking. And obviously I've not been able to go for the long walks because, as you all know, Rick's recovering from surgery. We do go for a walk around the block, but I'm, as I do everything, I'm a very quick walker. And I'm really missing it. So in the new year, I plan on going. I've got that need that I need to go for a long walk, because that's where I do all my thinking and work things out in my head. And plus it's healthy, and especially in today's climate, you know, with COVID, and I just wish that would do one. Go home, go, you know, I know it's never going to disappear, but it's affected the entire world for nearly 2 years now. So but the big flu pandemic happened, what, in the early part of the 20th century, and that lasted for 3 years. So it might be on a, you know, kind of these things, and this is why we all have the flu jab, isn't it? So now we're going to have the COVID jab yearly. So, but hey ho. Anyway, I've gone off track, and I'm sorry about that. But if, as I say, for me, summarise, for me, preparation, organising all my whips before I even make a start. I will not go and pick a piece of yarn and, well, I won't choose yarn and get a hook and start. I have to have everything together for me to do it, kind of like my notions, if there's a pattern, the correct, you know, whether it's knitting or crocheting or, you know, and then managing my time. And I do find, you know, kind of I like to have kind of, because I'm ADHD, I need to have things. I can't sit and do nothing, guys. I just can't. It's just not in from a young child. I've never been able to just sit still. I've got to be doing something. And that's why my dad taught me how to knit, to help me sit and concentrate and do things. Although when I was a child, ADHD was not even thought about. But looking back, that is what I had. And by learning to knit, it calmed me down to a certain degree. And yeah, so kind of, you know, I just it's just part of my, it's part of who I am now, whether I knit or I crochet. And yeah, so organising, I always organise everything. I time manage what I'm going to do, and as I'm nearing the end of a project, then I will concentrate on that project. I will concentrate on it. If it's near the end, I will concentrate on it and spend however many days it'll take me to finish that project. But in the beginning, I kind of switch, you know, I go from one project to another project. And if I come in and I think the night before, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, and I come in here and I look at it and I thought, no, I don't want to do that one, I want to do the other one. You know, I don't pressurize myself. And I think, you know, that's something else as well, not to feel under pressure to do things. And when I take orders and that, I kind of always say it's going to take longer than it does, because I don't want to put pressure on myself and not enjoy doing what I'm doing. So if somebody wants a blanket and I say, well, it'll take me a month, or it'll take me 3 weeks, depending on what they want, the size of it exactly, you know, or if they want a sweater or whatever, you know, I will not sit and rush and do something, because I want to take my time, because I don't want to ruin my hobby trying to do something that I you know, I'll end up, you know, maybe not liking, or being under pressure because they want it in 2 weeks. That's not going to happen at all, unless I sit here 24/7. But again, you know, I can't do that because I've got commitments, not only with Rick, now that Rick's not well. Well, he is well, but, you know, he can't do as much. So I've, you know, a lot of things that he did, I'm now having to do. So, yeah, I hope that helps. I know I've waffled on, but I hope I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. I'm really sorry I've waffled on, but yeah. So I prep, I organise, and I time manage, and that's how I get through all my projects. If you've got any hints and tips for me to share and with everybody else, then please do. I thank you all so much for sitting here watching and listening to me waffle on. I hope it helps one of you. And take care, stay safe, but more importantly, guys, be kind to you. Bye for now.